Well, this probably requires some explanation. Specifically, why is a motorcycle that is running and completely together and lovely and going like the bloody clappers for the first time in the 2.5 years I've owned it, in pieces again, all over the front room? Well, the answer is wiring. What happened was, I've had a couple of things that I wanted to put on it for some time. Here's this big headlight. This thing's 8 inches, and it's you know, it looks pretty impressive as is, but you've got to remember it's got the bezel, a huge chrome bezel, and then the actual headlight. It's huge. It really is massive. It looks like a traffic light when it's all together. Hang on, I'll just get myself settled. Yeah, we're currently staring into its gaping maw. And this is what happens is I've got this headlight and I've had it for a while. And I've also got, shit, I've got to get up again. And I've also got this, which is the original 79 through to 81. Doesn't fit any other Sportster. Nothing else fits this. 79 to 81, metal rear mudguard with the huge, I don't know what you call those things in them. Looks like it came off a Cadillac. And I also got the tail light, which there's nothing wrong with. It's not cracked or anything. The chrome's still good on it. I painted it, obviously. It was all rusty and weird colour. And also I've got, looking around, oh, it's in a box back there. But I've got the number plate bracket, license plate bracket in America, of course. That's there as well. And it all, including postage and import duty, it was less than 100 quid. So that, gone out of focus, that was great. So once I got that, it was right. Okay, I've got a new rear light. There's the old Triumph style one. And I've got a new headlight. And I wanted to replace the headlight ever since I first rewired the bike, and I'll tell you why. Because that was on it, which is a baked style thing on a single stalk, with a, what do they call it, where you can't replace the bulb. You just have to take the whole thing out. Sealed beam, that's it. That says Lucas on it. And there were two main problems with that. One was it sat so close under the clocks that the bike looked like it had been punched in the nose. And I know Sportsters all look like they've been punched in the nose, but I really don't like that look. I like the headlight to stick out a bit. I had a Cossack front end on my BSX 650, and the headlight on those is massive. Now, the other reason I wanted the headlight was because of the wiring at the headstock. The wiring's been fine, but the wiring at the headstock was always temporary. I've got a lot of problems to deal with. You can see that orange splattered with black paint wire. That's incredibly thin. That's off these incredibly cheap indicators, turn signals. It was 10 quid for 4 of them. 2 of them are broken, one physically, the other bulb's gone. So I've still got 2 good ones. They're what's holding up the shell. And the headlight cost me 75 quid because it wasn't just the headlight. It was also a panel. It's actually upside down. That clip is supposed to be at the bottom. There's a panel on it, which it's designed for all British bikes. It's got an ammeter. I've never understood what an ammeter does. I don't think I ever will. And it's also got one of those massive Bakelite switches off, low and high, which initially I thought was really useful. I could use that. But unfortunately, it won't fit. There's no way. I've already got this down here. It's going to look silly if I drop it any further. And that knob thing won't fit there. So it's upside down. And the hole that the knob and the ammeter went in is quite a big one at the back, but it's great. This is huge, so I can get all the wiring in it. Also, the problem I was getting with the indicators was that the wires were stretched around the headstock, and they were going to rub, no matter how loose or whatever you did them. They were just going to rub and pull out, and like I say, they're really thin. So now I get them to go safe inside there. They shouldn't move hardly at all. And if there's anything to take away from this video, it's when you're making joins, whether you're soldering them or crimping them, try and stagger them so you don't end up with a big lump somewhere. Also, masking tape is brilliant for temporarily holding bits of loom together, or tying it to the handlebars, or anything really. It's just cheaper in the long run than using billions and billions of what the hell do they call them? Zip ties. Can you believe? It's been a hard week. Yeah, zip ties. You can use billions of those, and you have to keep cutting them and using them. or you can just use masking tape, which half the time you can reuse anyway. It's also good for labelling things like L and R for indicators. The back indicators, hang on. The back indicators are going to be these absolutely gorgeous little bullet chrome things. Absolutely darling little things that go on. There's a hole there, and they go on there. That's not where they're supposed to go. They're supposed to go there. Oh, and they're not supposed to be bullet ones either. They're supposed to be big fat ones. But I found I did have my indicators there, and the reason they're broken is because every time I got on and got off it, half the time I'd smack them with my leg. So I try them down there, see if that's any better. But it means that my two remaining good indicators I can use up the front. I did have to, when you buy that headlight, those holes are threaded, and there's something like, I don't know, 5/16, one of the 5/16ths, I think. I had to drill mine out to take the 10mm threads on those, and that was a real, I'm going to drill through 75 quid's worth of headlight for the benefit of 5 quids, because there's only 2 of them, 5 quid's worth of indicators. But yeah, it worked. So it's on there, that's good. I'm really, really happy with it. So that's all I've got to tell you really about. It's rewiring, a big rewire job. Cheery bye.